What up guys, HMK here once again. It's time to get real with y'all. One of those real videos. Let's do it. And it's about the Nintendo Brand Ambassador Program, man. As you guys already know or guessed or should know, I am a Nintendo Brand Ambassador. A lot of people know this, a lot of people don't know what it is, how do you get it? And there's a lot of people out there that think I don't deserve to be a Nintendo Brand Ambassador. Oh my god, this is gonna be a fucking great video. So to give you guys a gist, for those who don't know what a Nintendo Brand Ambassador is or does or what they get or whatever, in a nutshell, Nintendo sends me products and games to review and to cover on my channel. They also allow me to go to certain events like E3, the Nintendo New York Switch event, and other things like PAX or whatever. They've sent me the Nintendo Switch, of course, and they've given me most, if not all, the games I have on the system. Actually, they didn't give me 1-2 Switch. I bought that on my own accord. And every other game, Breath of the Wild, Splatoon 2, Mario Kart 8, ARMS, and all those games, they did send me in order to review and to cover on the channel. And at the end of the day, the reason why they do this is because it's a business. YouTube is a business, Nintendo is a business. They see value in sending me these products in order to get a lot of coverage to you guys, the masses, and my fans and my followers, and anyone who wants to, you know, partake in my channel. But a lot of people are like, oh, it's unfair that this guy gets his game for free and he gets it early. Big whoop. It's a business. That's the value in sending me these games early and whatnot. Now in this video, I'm going to talk about my experiences as being a Nintendo Brand Ambassador. At this moment, I'm still a Nintendo Brand Ambassador, and I think it's pretty kicking, it's pretty bumping, but I want to get some misconceptions out of the way of how this works and try to shut up all the people who think I don't deserve my position of being a brand ambassador. I mean, I think I deserve it. Nintendo does. So I'm going to tackle one of the biggest misconceptions that I am obligated to give good reviews to all the stuff Nintendo gives me. And that's not true at all. If you kept up with my channel since the beginning of my partnership with Nintendo as a brand ambassador, you will know right away when they send me a bad game, boy, do I shit on it. But I would like to say in a very layman terms, I shit on it in a very smart way. Because a lot of people wonder me as a person, you know, I curse a lot, I say fuck, I say shit, and Nintendo is like a family-friendly company, and a lot of other people get the misconception that I have to be family-friendly in order to be a Nintendo brand ambassador. But that's not true, even though a lot of people that are brand ambassadors most of the time are very family-friendly. So they're like, hey, HMK, but these are not the people who don't think I deserve it. They're just wondering how I still have it. Say, hey, HMK, how is it you're able to be a Nintendo brand ambassador? You say curse, you say shit, you do all this like hectic hype stuff. Oh my god, trademark. But you do all this stuff and you're like nowhere near rated E. You're rated M, rated AO. And how do you get away with it? Well, I mean, for the most part, I want to go ahead and say that I don't know Nintendo. I think Nintendo likes me, but and I do get that impression every time I interact with my contacts when it comes to Nintendo. I really do think they like me. You have to be smart about it, because when it comes to dealing with Nintendo, dealing with their products, and dealing with how I approach them negatively and other stuff, you just have to be fucking smart about it. I'm not a fucking idiot. You know, it's just, you know, how you carry yourselves with them, with their products. Just don't bite the hand that feeds you, kind of sort of sense. But then before I really get down to the dirty of that, I want to talk a little bit about all the people who think I don't deserve it and try to shut them up really quick. And because of that, I've decided to make a very nice visual aid. Come on, let's go over to the green screen. I'll show you. Let's go. So after a lot of research and development, here I present to you the HMK Circle of Hate. Oh my goodness, it really grows on you. Alright, so it has 4 major plot points to it. The first one was all a part of the person that decides to come out my throat. They come in my throat, and then for some weird reason when I respond, they try to feign respect and sell me some sort of intellectual, logical bullshit, where in reality it's them just being self-righteous to try and prove their point. Alright, and then it goes up with number 3, where it questions my professionalism and then accuses me of some sort of superiority complex. And we'll get to that. And then it finally rounds about before the whole circle starts again with someone new or someone who wants to be the same shithead. I don't fucking know. They question how I obtained blank. And in this case, they question how I obtained or how I got Nintendo support. So how about we hit each major plot point in order to take them out one by one and break it down. Alright, so part 1 is when I usually make statements. I'm very vocal on my Twitter account or anything like that on YouTube or Facebook or whatever. You guys already know the drill. So one, they come at my throat, and then a lot of people, like 90% of the people who decide to get at my throat, It's like they think just because I have all these numbers, I have all these followers, all these subscribers, and like all these accolades or whatever, that I'm some sort of superior being above them where I don't respond back or anything like that. In a nutshell, they get surprised when I get back at them, right? So they come at my throat, and obviously, like, I'm not one to sit down from it or shrink from a challenge or whatever. So I respond back, and you know, they shit on me, I shit on them, and then they act so surprised, like, oh my god, I didn't know you were gonna didn't know you were gonna respond, dude. And they do a number of things that always boil down to them feigning respect and then trying to defend their logic with some sort of BS when it just boils down to them being self-righteous. Like, oh, I'm a fan, I'm such a huge fan, I didn't know you were gonna respond, and I'm like, that doesn't make any fucking sense. So I still like tire in them, but a lot of times they try to say, oh, they try to defend why they want to try and call me out, and then I prove them wrong with simple logic. And then when that happens, and when it comes to simple logic or whatever, I tend to have a very colorful vocabulary. So when that happens, they go down and question my professionalism and then accuse me of some sort of superiority complex, alright? So just because I love myself, just because I think I'm the most important person to myself, makes me have a superiority complex. That doesn't mean I don't know how to sympathize, I don't know how to empathize, and I don't know how to, you know, put myself in other situations, or I don't know how to feel other people's feelings. No, but of course I believe I'm the most important person in my universe because I am me. I mean, just because I think that doesn't make me feel superior to anyone else. I think I'm important. Jesus Christ. And then they go ahead and question my professionalism. Who the fuck are you for me to be professional towards you? Like, I have the capacity to be professional to my professional contacts or anything. Like, you're not a sponsor, you're not a partner, you're not anything to me that I have to waste my time to be professional towards you. Like, what benefit do I get of being professional towards you or showing you any type of professionalism if you decide to come at my throat? That doesn't make any fucking sense. So then when I lay it down to them, they go up and say, oh, how is it possible that Nintendo supports this guy? How can this guy get the support from Nintendo? How is this guy Nintendo brand ambassador? How? Well, I mean, because I know, because I'm not fucking stupid. I don't know, like, I don't know where you guys get this fucking logic where I talk this way to every person I interact with. Because if I did, I would not get far in any realm. No one would. I know how to talk to my partners. I know how to be professional to people who deserve it, the professional context. I know how to be courteous to those who are courteous to me. And people have this huge fucking ulcer tumor of a mindset that thinks that I'm obligated to be nice to people that don't give me the time of day, or I have to be nice to people that are detractors, or I have to be nice to people that come in my throat. Like, in what fucking realm do I have to be nice to someone, or I have to be professional to any one of these people that fucking do this shit to me, that talk shit to my face? And a lot of people try to pull the fucking argument, oh, you can't handle criticism. No, I've handled criticism many times before, even from Nintendo, many times before. You just have to make it constructive criticism. I'm not one to sit for your opinions if they're not educated. I'm sorry, everyone's all like, oh yeah, every opinions matter. Oh, it's just an opinion. Oh, I have an opinion on the internet, so you have to listen to it. You have to take it as fact. No, you're entitled to have your own opinion, but I don't have to respect that opinion, especially if it's not really just an opinion. It's just, you know, a colorful way to say that you think you're free to shit talk me. No! If you have an educated opinion and want to make educated and constructive criticism, that's fine. And I will take it, and I will take it into account. But that's for another video. I'm gonna tackle that suit in a whole other mess. I'm gonna break that shit down. It's gonna be bad, and I'm gonna love it. So because of that big cancerous mindset that thinks that I have to be nice to every fucking dude who decides to come in my throat, they also believe that the way I treat them is the way I treat my partners, which is not true. So y'all can sit the fuck down. Speaking of sitting the fuck down, let's continue the video. Okay, now that that's out of the way, we can continue with this video. Now, speaking on my relationship with Nintendo and the people that all my contacts from Nintendo, or I should say most importantly Golan, that is part of Nintendo, whatever. All of them follow me on Twitter, like all of them, and I communicate with them pretty regularly over emails or whatever and stuff. I'm not gonna say who they are, not because I can't, but I just don't want you guys bombarding them with like, hey, yo, can I be a brand ambassador? They don't deserve that shit. Trust me, they get bombarded. They get bombarded on the daily, regardless. So yeah, all of them follow me on Twitter, and all of them see all the escapades I go through with all my, you know, mad shit talking and all my curse words and all my slamabamas and all my reckonings and all my rants and all stuff like that. And according to some contacts that I have that are close to Nintendo, close to them, that are not them, apparently they do watch all my videos on the reg. And that's, I'm like, geez, they really watch me like a hawk, and here I still am. Hey, get it? So then people, it's okay to wonder why, you know, they still would have me aboard. Well, like I said before, the whole visual A thing is because I'm not a fucking idiot. You know, everyone assumes that the way I talk in certain instances on Twitter or in videos or perhaps in real life is how I talk to everybody, and that's how I talk to my professional contacts, when that is not the case. You know, I know how to talk to certain people, and I know how to talk to certain people in various situations. You know, if you're some sort of detractor that I'm not having your shit, I'm gonna blow you the fuck up. Easy as that. But if you're a professional contact, I will address you in a very professional manner. It's simple as that. And if our professional relationship ever extends to the point of a mild friendship or perhaps a small acquaintanceship, then I will, you know, slide the joke in here and there and stuff like that. One of my Nintendo contacts, I joke around with on Twitter every now and again, but nothing too out of the way, nothing too extreme. But that's just how you have to approach other human beings in professional or personal, or I should say, an infamous capacity. You know, it boils down back to the visual aid. You know, a lot of people question my professionalism when I talk to certain people, and I'm like, so who the fuck are you? And why must I be professional towards you if you're being a detractor, if you're talking shit directly to my face, or decide to like hide behind a keyboard and, you know, talk shit? Like, why must I be professional towards you? I'm still a human being at the end of the day, a human being that has the capacity, in order to be professional to certain people, and has the capacity to take my boot and shove it down your fucking throat if I don't like you. It's simple as that. And I think that at the end of the day, Nintendo kind of gets that, you know, and you can ask all those people who've met me and all my friends and stuff like that. If you are a friend, or if you're kind or generous, or, you know, or all around respectful, I have a very pleasant disposition. And, you know, people don't want to accept that because they don't like me. But given that pleasant disposition, I'm pretty sure Nintendo is able to understand that, yeah, I am that energetic, hectic, hype type of guy that loves to go into the negative side when people try to try me, but I love to be positive at the same time. And when it comes to the professional side of things, I can be professional to them, and I understand how things work. But despite all of that, I really think Nintendo decides to, you know, keep me on because I don't break any of their rules they set on me when I signed up to be a Nintendo brand ambassador, and that is one, not to break NDAs. Non-disclosure agreements, like whenever they give me a game early, there's some sort of secrets or things like that that's included with the game that I'm unable to talk about during the review process or the preview process. That's dictated by a certain amount of dates, and I don't break that. And, you know, I don't know why it's hard to break for some people, and that's how some people lose their Nintendo brand ambassador status. Whatever. And then another thing is I comply with all the FTC guidelines, the Federal Trade Commission's guidelines, and that goes into the whole other segment of the video, and that is with the hashtag FreeGame. Yeah, free game, free product. A lot of people think that I'm boasting or bragging about the fact that I get a game early, or I got the Switch early with the hashtag FreeGame. Hey, now you gotta go to sleep. With the hashtag FreeGame. But that is not the case. A lot of people just like, oh yeah, HMK, you're rubbing it in our faces. Oh, it's not fair you get this game early. Oh, I hate you, unfollow. Oh, you're such a scumbag. You don't know what it's like for the average Joe to wait in line to buy a game, a little bit. And that is not the case. That is not what I'm saying at all. In all actuality, if you are a Nintendo brand ambassador or you follow any type of brand ambassador that's explained this before, it is actually dictated by our contracts in order to state that we are getting this game free as a free product, hashtag free product, as part of the FTC guidelines, the Federal Trade Commission's guidelines. What it means is that in a nutshell, because I'm not going to go through the whole thing, you could obviously Google FTC guidelines yourself, but in a nutshell, it means that if I have some sort of relationship or endorsement, you know, in this case, I'm not really being endorsed by Nintendo. Well, it's a very gray area. What would you call it? I would call it, at the end of the day, I would call it a partnership, right? If I have some sort of any type of relationship with a company that is sending me a product to feature in any type of capacity on a channel, on a blog or article, in any type of relationship to the influencer, I will be the influencer and Nintendo will be the corporation. If I, as an influencer, have any type of relationship with the corporation, then I must say so in any type of way that I have to post an article. And most of the time that can be dictated by the corporation that hands you stuff like that, if they're not scummy. Because there's been times where companies gave games to like YouTubers or articles or whatever, and then paid them off for good reviews or whatever, and then the person doesn't say that they've been paid or been given a game or whatever, and then that's when the company is in hot water, because when the Federal Trade Commission gets on their fucking asses, then that's different, you know. But Nintendo is not like that. Nintendo is very smart, and they want to be as transparent as possible, and that's the whole point of the Federal Trade Commissions, that I have to be transparent to you guys that I do receive a game for free from Nintendo early, in order for that not to really cloud your judgment in, you know, partaking of a game that I talk about later down the line. You know, it's basically like a fail-safe for me not to trick you, or for any type of influencers to trick you, that I get any profit for that. It's like, oh yeah, I get a game for free. Alright, in exchange of getting this game for free, I'm gonna tell you guys to buy it. So that's my end of the deal with Nintendo. Alright, Nintendo, yeah, we get it. No, that's underhanded and that's scummy. So I have to tell you guys that I did get a game for free from Nintendo in order for you guys to have, you know, a total, like, transparent view going into the coverage that I provide with the game or whatever, right? And then that goes along and segues into the next thing, where a lot of people think just because I get free games from Nintendo early that I have to give it a good review. And that is not the case. And a lot of people think that if I were to give a game a bad review or a system a bad review, then Nintendo would just cut me off and just not make me a brand ambassador anymore because I'm shitting on their product. And no, part of the FTC that protects me and the part of the contract that protects me from that, from Nintendo brand ambassadorship or whatever, says that I have to be completely truthful in talking about my game reviews and stuff like that. And I am, but at the same time, I don't outright shit on the company in order to, like, you know, paint them in a negative light. You know, it goes down to the sense where, like, let's take Mario Tennis Ultra Smash. That has to be the worst game Nintendo has ever sent me. Oh my god, that game is trash. I have not played it since I've reviewed it. It's a bad game. I do not recommend that game at all. And I've already told you guys in my review that if at any light shines upon you that you want to give the game a try, rent it first. If not, you can skip this one. I do not feel bad in my review and whatever. And a lot of people saw that review and thought that Nintendo was gonna, you know, cut me off. That was 2 years ago, and here we are. You know. So you just have to be completely truthful, and if the game is bad, say it's bad, but at the same time, don't shit on a company like saying, oh yeah, the guys who made this game, Nintendo, oh man, they can eat shit for sending me such a fucking shit-ass product. They can take my piss and suck the fattest part of my meat. No, you don't fucking say things like that, because when you do that, you disparage the company that you have a relationship with. That will get you kicked off the Nintendo brand ambassador shit. And people have done that, and then they complain. It's like, oh yeah, Nintendo, yeah, all those brand ambassadors are still on. Yeah, they follow the crack whip of the master. Oh yeah, enjoy that shit. The fuck? No. The game is bad. I will say it's bad. I'll shit on certain mechanics. Yeah, but I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, Nintendo, you fucking scumbags, all of you need to die for putting out this game. Where's the intelligence in saying something like that? No, that's why I say, like, when I review games that are bad, I should have done, but I should have done in a smart way. You know, I take actual things and criticize the parts that are bad within a game, or if a game is bad as a whole. You know, it's as simple as that. And then we segue into the next segment of my video where even former brand ambassadors have said this, and a lot of people have accused that when Nintendo sends you something for free early before anyone else, including Switch or games or blah blah blah, then that makes you feel all gold and sparkly and special, and then that might cloud your true intentions of giving an actual honest review. Now, it's not going to be honest, people. They send you something for free early, so that clouds your honesty. And once again, that's not the case at all. People try to think that I get a game early for free from Nintendo that automatically makes it golden in my eyes. You know, once again, I'm pointing to the example of Mario Tennis Ultra Smash and whatnot, and that it totally excludes it from me shouldn't it, because it's like, you know, it gives me those rose-colored glasses, whatever. And it's not. It's no. Logic dictates if I get a game for free from Nintendo early and I have to power through a bad game and it's bad, I wasted my time. And I wasted, like, I literally wasted my time in covering this game, in producing a video that has to be attributed to this game if the game is bad, and that is not gonna sit right with me. So there, like, you know, already in that just gets me, you know, trifled, it gets me tilted, it gets me twisted, you know. So why would I give something, oh yeah, great review, 10 out of 10, if I got it for free early when I have to put in the effort to covering this game? If it's bad, that's a waste of time, in my opinion. You know, I wasted my time on this piece of shit, and I have to talk about it. But at the same time, it does give me the capacity in order to warn others not to mess around with a pile of shit when it comes to a game or a product or anything like that. You know, if something is bad, I'm going to say that it's bad, regardless if I got it for free or I had to pay for it. You know, why do I have to lie? I have nothing to gain out of lying. And if I am not honest, then that actually works against me in the long run. Everyone's like, oh yeah, you lie because you want to keep getting games from Nintendo. If Nintendo were to end my Nintendo Ambassador program for any reason or whatever, it's no skin off my back. I can buy the games that I want to partake in. But I do appreciate everything they've done for me, and I do appreciate this partnership I have. Everyone thinks that I work for Nintendo in this capacity. Well, I think that's very incorrect to say. I think I work with Nintendo, well, albeit not directly, but as direct as I can get, considering my numbers. And I know there's gonna be a lot of my friends that are gonna be scared that Nintendo is gonna watch this video and try to like end my contract or end my partnership, and they're gonna see it, yeah, because they watch every one of my videos and stuff. And it's like when I realize that they do, I'm like, oh boy. But I was just startled that they do sit through and power through all my videos and stuff like that. I'm like, oh, that's cool. Am I ever scared? No, I am not scared at all, because, you know, because at the end of the day, this video is not really to talk about the inner workings of a Nintendo brand ambassadorship through their part. It's really to talk about what I go through as a Nintendo brand ambassador on my part. So, I mean, with that being said, I'm pretty sure Nintendo's gonna see this, and, you know, like, he didn't do anything wrong. Like, he's just, you know, talking about how he deals with it. I haven't broken any type of NDAs or anything. I didn't shit on the company that, you know, hands me these games and stuff like that. So, I mean, like, I'm not scared at all. I really don't think this video is going to stay in the relationship between myself and Nintendo, which has been mutually beneficial. And, you know, I dig it. You know, I'm glad that I'm able to do something like this. You know, I'm glad that I have the numbers in order to be doing something like this. I'm glad that I am able to receive products from Nintendo and share my thoughts with you guys on what I think about them. You know, because Nintendo is my favorite company. But, you know, that doesn't make them impervious to my criticism. And from the past videos or other things like that where I've said all these things, and yet here I am still a brand ambassador, here still going up to to the VIP room at E3 and whatnot, and still talking with all my contacts who have been great, nothing but great to me and stuff like that. You know, it's just all a wrap. It really is. Alright, so the real talk is coming to a close. So first off the bat, I'd like to say that, one, to my fans and Nintendo, thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to be able to do all this. You know, my fans giving me the numbers, and Nintendo, you know, opening up the Nintendo Brand Ambassador program to me and stuff like that. So, I mean, I have a lot of fun with it. I will continue to have a lot of fun doing with it. And two, to the people who detract me and say that, oh, I don't deserve this program or whatever, it's like, how can Nintendo back me, or how can Nintendo support someone like me? Well, whether you want to hear it or not, your fragile feelings are irrelevant to Nintendo that sees value in me covering their products to all the people who decide to follow me and all the people who decide to partake in my videos. So, sucks for you. Stay salty, stay crying. Don't know what to tell you. If you guys enjoy these Real Talk videos, I do have subjects that I want to tackle in the future when it comes to things similar to this, or what has to apply with my personal life or my life on YouTube or whatnot. So I hope you guys will enjoy that, and let me know what you think in the comment section below. So guys, until the next video, I've been HMK, and I'll check you guys later.